to channel, to distribute capital, to program capital in an economy. And how profound is that? Well, I mean, the difference between 2% inflation or 2% deflection per year and 0% deflection or 0% inflation is the difference between an average life expectancy of 70 and immortality.
What is money? Better yet, what is perfect money? In today's video, Michael Saylor, quite a smart guy, gives us a bit of a rundown of what money is. Better yet, perfect money. With no further ado, let's dive right into it.
Before cryptography and the internet and modern semiconductors, you couldn't create a Bitcoin. If you can't create a Bitcoin, you can't create perfect money. If you don't have perfect money, then you can't actually posit an economy where the money doesn't deflect, where the money is true. When the money becomes true, the money is the asset which is used to channel capital through time and space, right? The essence of economics is the proper allocation of capital. And so Satoshi gave us a perfect money. The perfect money made it possible to capture, to store, to channel, to distribute capital, to program capital in an economy. And how profound is that? Well, I mean, the difference between 2% inflation or 2% deflection per year and 0% deflection or 0% inflation is the difference between an average life expectancy of 70 and immortality. Right? We figured out how not to die, right? It's pretty profound, right? When you think about it like that, what's the difference between perfect money and imperfect money? Perfect money is economic immortality. Imperfect money is we all have a short, brutal life.
Right? Interesting. Your thoughts on that one, sir?
Man, Robin Sire, Michael Saylor on the same screen. That was amazing.
Okay,
look,
we are on the same screen with them now. We added ourselves to their screen. Anyway,
time and space.
Yeah.
Money that you can use between a space and time.
Absolutely.
Can you use your current $20 from 10 years ago today to buy the same thing?
That is very good.
Ask yourself that question.
Immortal money is something he said there, and I thought that is quite interesting as well. Because the money is supposed to be that store of value. And value is something that should hold or appreciate over time.
And space.
And space. You see, you got it. Space and time. If it's diminishing, then I think that has to be called something else. Like he said, imperfect money. Immortal or mortal money, if you will, decaying over time. So finding a way to make money that is forever holding its value and forever appreciating over space and time. That seems to me like the ultimate form of money.
Money that you can move out of the United States and move to China, to Russia, to Africa, or from Africa to China, to Russia, or the United States without losing its value.
Yeah.
Equal any space that you put it in.
That is absolutely powerful.
Take it to planet Mars, it's still the same value.
Absolutely powerful. Well, as you know on this show, this is something we've been speaking about relentlessly. And I think this was quite a good explanation of what money is, essentially just laying it in the most incredible terms. And I think many people, like Michael Saylor was saying, that this is something that is quite profound, but most of society does not understand the impact of what this is. It is a beautiful thing. All we need now is education.
Yes, I'm giving another good example of dedication.
Yes.
Before gold, which at one point, still today is money,
right?
We needed fire. If we did not create fire, we could not have gold.
This is true.
So for us to have perfect money in this new age, we needed cryptography, we
Right.
needed the computer, we needed the internet, sort of, to have a money that requires proof of work, just like the proof of work you put into gold.
Absolutely.
When I say proof of work, you gotta dig, you gotta put in the effort to get the gold. Same thing with Bitcoin. You
Yeah.
gotta put in the effort to get the Bitcoin.
Well, why is this important? I think this is extremely important because in the day and age that we live in, I think our sense of value has been manipulated to no end, right? These days, I think most people take their money and try to, well, there are those
Gamble
who
it,
invest
speculate it.
it. You look at things that maybe it's just based on hype, right?
Mhm.
I'll give you an example. Ethereum. What is the use case? What problems are we solving with this? At the same time, we could also add gold to this list. This is something that was uh, proposed as to be limited in value, but we have not reached the end of this, I guess,
Gold discovery.
gold discovery, if you will.
Yes.
So we must ask ourselves, what is the value there? We must also ask ourselves, when we spend our time rolling into debt to obtain things that do not return value. I don't know. I love a car as much as anybody else, but I think that you also have to have some good planning with that. But when we look at most of America and the repo rates, right, I think that it is clearly one of those things where you look at the decisions and go, well, it seems that their sense of value has been shaken. And most people look into things like credit card as a means of living,
Mhm.
but it's not the case. So I think we have to readjust our sense of value to come back to real money with that proof of work to back it, like you mentioned there.
At the beginning of your conversation, you said that our sense of value has
Yeah.
been manipulated.
Yeah.
Now, today, in the world that we live in, we see value as debt.
Yeah.
It's not the store of your actual value, but money that is borrowed, right? Money that is not yours.
Yeah.
And then you're in a hurry to use it to buy other things that is also not yours, that belongs to the banks. Your house belongs to the bank. Your car, if it's not leased, if it's not being paid, belongs to the bank. Everything.
I have to, sorry to interrupt you
Go
there.
ahead.
The car does not belong to the bank if I crash it. Right?
Insurance company.
Have you seen a Hellcat before? The value belongs to the streets.
Yeah, but hey, you were saying that also about gold and everything else. You know what's funny about gold? The value is based on what we give it because it's a shiny object, but also it has value to your computer chips and etc. etc.
Yeah.
It's just that it's not solving that solution of you being able to take your value and use it between time and space. You can use
Absolutely.
it for a faster computer, for faster computer chips, right? You can use it as a shiny bling bling. But does it really allow you to move value from location A and location B?
It really doesn't. It's not as convenient as Bitcoin. This is why the Bitcoin education is so critical, so important, especially in this day and age where we are all in the cyberspace. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was quite informative. Anything to add?
We'd like to say, champions, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We have more of this coming.
Until next time, peace.
Double O out.